And we should be live now. Give us a second. Oh my goodness, it takes always a minute. Oh, just, I see it there. I see it, Garrett. Give me a second, guys. I see some people in the chat. Guys, make sure to mute self real quick, guys. Let me see here. Welcome, guys. Now I see the chat. Like Juan was saying, I look like a bobblehead here. Welcome, guys, to another Operation 11 Charlie, another Monday here. It's a very special day for us here with is a special guest, right? A special guest that, well, special. It's his special for us. Jeremy Kilburn, Sargeant Major, special day. He's a special guest today, and we have some of our veterans here from Operation 11 Charlie, some of our reps, and some of our guys still to come. So just hanging out here with the family here. Sargeant Major, how you doing, man?
Doing great. Glad to make another Monday in a row.
Right. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. We're gonna be talking to Jeremy, all that stuff. He has it's a lot of years experience in the military, not just in the military, in the RC as well. So, and I still haven't changed my name, guy. This guy don't listen, man. So again, we got Nathan here. How you doing, Nate?
Awesome. Just enjoying some crisp Pennsylvania weather.
Right. Awesome, brother. Good to see you. We got Frank, fellow veteran, U.S. Army. Who? We have. Go ahead, Frank.
Ooh.
We got Alonso here, California rep, detective. Alonso, to you, sir. No, he said no. Welcome in, brother. We got Kevin Santo, U.S. Army veteran. How you doing, Kev?
Good, doing good.
Awesome.
Glad to be here.
Awesome, man. Also we have here, let me see who's next. We already talked to Sargeant Major. We have Kike in the house. Enrique, how you doing, brother? U.S. Army vet.
Doing good, man.
Awesome, man. Good to have you here. We got Ronald, U.S. Army veteran. How you doing, Ronald?
Great.
Awesome battle. We got Trent, and Nicole is somewhere there, but we got Trent here, Coast Guard veteran. How you doing, Trent?
Good. Thanks for having me out. Representing, you said Pennsylvania crisp. Well, you can come down here, man. It's still about 90 degrees. So.
Right. It's out there in Houston. I forgot to put Houston.
Yes, sir. I'm representing Steve O.D. from the 313 with my.
There you go, brother. Steve O.D.
Awesome.
Yes, if you guys don't know, Trent is Steve O.D.'s brother-in-law. It's their Nicole, Steve's sister, family, Operation 11 Charlie family right there, man. Thank you for being here. We got Gabe in the house.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
How you doing, brother? Good to see. Are you here in Florida? Where you at right now, bro?
Actually, in my current place of residence right now for the next few hours. I'll leave in the morning.
Where are you going, Gabe?
I think I'm actually going back to down south to Yahweh, to West Palm. I got a clinic I got to teach Wednesday.
Got you. If you guys follow Gabe, Gabe is all over the place, man. Either my God, his fishing, deep sea fishing. He's like everywhere, man. All over the place. Archery, all kinds of stuff, man. Awesome, man. And always with a smile, Gabe.
Don't forget pickleball. You got
pickleball, right? Pickleball. My goodness. The next one, we're gonna skip it. Should we skip it? No. We love Juan. The Juan and only. How you doing, Juan?
Cool. Doing good.
My brother. Good to see you.
Charlie too.
Right. Also, let me see here. Josh in the house. How you doing, Josh? Welcome in, brother. How you doing, man?
Simplify, man.
Simplify. We got Devil dog in the house. Good stuff. Also, we got Charlie DeMaria, Coast Guard veteran. How you doing, Charlie?
Right on, man. Peace and love, everybody.
Cool.
Hanging out.
Awesome, man. That's it right there, man. It just awesome. We had we had a BC weekend, I believe, right? We had a few induction ceremonies, right, Nate? This past weekend, right? Or last week, sometime last week, right?
Yeah. Yep. It was no, we had a couple sets of them actually. We had one out in Colorado area and Wyoming, Colorado area, and then we also had Indiana there. A big shout out to the TT4C for the event there in Indiana.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, Rob Gunning and all them guys from Crawler Canyon. Huge thank you to them. But yeah, we had a couple inductions there in Indiana, and we also had one out in Wyoming area there. So it was definitely a busy weekend and a lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah, definitely well said right there, brother. Definitely. Yes, we want to welcome those new veterans to our family. Well said there. TT4C, Rob Gunning, and all that stuff. Lucas' brother, man. Lucas' brother.
Yes.
Oh, Lucas, he's in the chat. Man, I want to welcome him. He's just incredible, man. Our family is growing, and this is just a small part of Operation 11 Charlie, right? I think we have, like I said, close to 200 now, and that not including our families too, right? And every event that we go, that our family can join us. We see Nicole. Nicole's a fellow veteran as well, Coast Guard veteran as well. We see the wives here, some of our veterans, Kike, my wife, all the family here from all of the guys here when we are at events. And so that's just awesome. I love it. Real quick. Yeah. Let me see here. We got some people in the chat. Jesse's in the chat. I see Matt. He was here. He's in the chat. Jay Moore. Sorry, Major is in the chat too. He's everywhere, man.
Omnipresent.
Right. You better not be stepping on Sorry Major's grass right now. So Kenneth Collazo, welcome in, brother. Adam, Chris, King Thompson RC, Lucas Banks in the chat, Chris man. If I miss anybody, Juan Lacos RC, KCS1 Creation, welcome in, brother. Good to see you here, man. And I see Froggies, Big Red, Tony. Thank you guys for being here with us. It's awesome. We got Joey Wood in the house. We got USD in the house here. Osborne RC, welcome in, guys. Kevin Gibbs, welcome. Did I forget to mention anything, Nate, before we go to our special guest?
About the only thing I can think of is if you're able to get out to Haul and Crawl, I believe it is this weekend coming. Georgia Rock Zombies Haul and Crawl. Yes.
One of our guys. Thank you so much. Yes. That is this weekend, guys. Check that out. Check them out. Georgia Rock Zombie, one of our sponsors. I want to thank you to all of our sponsors. We'll be going back to mention our sponsors, guys, but all our sponsors, everybody that support Operation 11 Charlie and support all these veterans right here, and some of the veterans that are always with us in Operation 11 Charlie, the family members, man. We cannot thank you guys enough for all the support that you guys give us constantly. We cannot thank you guys, and then giving us the support, just incredible. I'm lost for words on that, but thank you so much, guys. John Davis in the chat. I see there, RC Recreations, Jeffrey Woods, welcome in, guys. Welcome here. Welcome, Jeffrey. Good to see you guys there. Hi, Julio. Oh, Julio from Puerto Rico, from the island, fellow veteran from the island. Good to see you here, Kent. Awesome, guys. So I like that. Where's I love that. I saw that, Nate. So
Awesome.
Yes, Lucas' brother, man. He's on the chat. I knew. Oh, fellow Marine. What's Josh was talking to him out there, right? Josh?
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Out there, you were actually you were present out there. We talked about it last Monday, but you were present at his induction ceremony, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
awesome.
was there at the TT4C event.
Nice.
Awesome. I see you there. I'll see you next Tuesday. How you doing, guys? Good to see you here, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. We miss anybody in the chat. Apologize for that, but welcome. Oh, he's there. Semper Fi. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. So that's what that is what is all about here in Operation 11 Charlie, man. We hear all brands here of the military, right? That's why here we are a big family here. Love it that. Also, this weekend we're gonna have some guys that are gonna be at Proland by the Fire as well, guys. This weekend. I mean this week. So feel free, guys. We're gonna have some of our guys out there, like I said, in the California is Apple Valley area. All right, Alonso.
Yep.
So we're gonna have a booth. We're gonna have some guys out there. Also, we always have some nice raffles out there at the booth, and also hanging out with the guys. It's gonna be some veterans out there with us, so we're looking forward to it. We had an induction ceremony that we were gonna do there for the veteran. That one's it's been moved, right? So we're looking forward to that. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. All the guys to see all the guys out there. I know, Kurt, how you doing, brother? I know Russell it was in the chat. Well, we're gonna see Russell there in a few days. There, I'm looking forward to the guys. Definitely. Man, I'm nervous today. You guys have me nervous. I can't talk.
Why are you so nervous?
Right? It's Gabe.
It's Gabe,
Gabe's fault. Yeah.
the most famous person on the panel,
Right.
or infamous. I always mix those two.
Awesome, guys. So you guys know Jeremy Kilburn, right? Our Sargeant Major, we call him. We have he's been Operation 11 Charlie for what, almost 2 years now, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Right. And his lovely wife, Miss Kilburn, right, Haiti, fellow veteran as well. So Jeremy has been with us for a while now, a big part of Operation 11 Charlie of what we do. But not only that, you guys know Jeremy Kilburn, he's been in the hobby for many years as well. So it's a lot of knowledge out there. And you guys see behind him a lot of RCs, right?
Been around for a minute.
Right. Awesome. So we're gonna be talking to Jeremy now. We may have some surprises, right? We'll decide. Jeremy will decide. Sargeant Major will decide how it goes with that surprise. We'll see. So go ahead, Sargeant Major.
All right. Well, for those of you that don't know me, Jeremy Kilburn. I live in Maryland. I've been in the RC game since 86-ish. Yeah, that's 1986. I've been, I was raised in a small town hobby shop. Jerry Roscoff, big shout out to him, Vietnam vet. He took us in as young kids and showed us the hobby, taught us how to solder, taught us how to build and maintain RCs, and truly, my mentor in this hobby. I hope one day he actually jumps on here and makes a fool out of me. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been in the Army since 1991. Looking forward to retirement in a couple of years. Yeah, and I kind of all over the place with RC. So started with a Tamiya buggy, grasshopper, and I've done racing. I've done nitro racing, on road, off road. fifth scales, sometimes bigger stuff, and kind of grounded in the crawler community, probably right before Axial first had a crawler released. So it's been a long time. So we used to make crawlers out of TLT axles, the semi little truck, TLT, and Stampede transmissions. And so I've been around for a while.
That's so cool, man.
That is awesome. Real quick, Jeremy, before we dive into that rabbit hole you have behind you, was there ever a vehicle that you let go that you really wished you had back?
Yes. My first real full custom build, some of you may have known it. It was the D90 van. So basically took a RC four-wheel drive D90 or 3 and made a van out of it with some RC four-wheel drive, 2.5 ton axles, scale axles, leaf springs. Took it to USTE, my first year to USTE. And a gentleman was at a show in New Jersey, and he made a ridiculous monetary offer, and I took it, and I would buy it back. I kind of miss that truck.
Can you
Kind of
build
miss
it back?
Was that the one with the water wheel? The picture
Yeah.
of the water wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the most ridiculous cab over, and I'm not saying I was responsible for the cab over craze, but there was a lot of cab overs after I did that one. I don't know if it's related or if it was just a thing to do at that time, but that was not easy, and it was a full interior, 6-passenger, like it. Yeah, it was sketchy. It drove fantastic for as top heavy as it was. I love that truck, and maybe one day I'll have the opportunity to get it back.
That was a sweet build. I remember seeing it at USD. That's for certain.
I gotta see I gotta see this right here real quick. Been getting pictures here. Yes, we need to talk about this. Some of the builds that Sargeant Major has done, well, most of them, they're just epic, crazy stuff that he builds, man. I'm a big fan of it. There's a few of our veterans that have builds, right, that he has done for them, right, Trent, right there. Yeah. So those are nice, man. Again, it's just unbelievable. Let me see here if we could share this real quick.
He did mine.
Oh, he did yours, right, Kev?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah,
he did mine.
I think yours was the first one the Sargeant Major did,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so, right?
The
It was.
TRX4.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. It sure was.
Yeah, that was really the build that kind of got me
Yeah, it
into it
is.
with 11 Charlie.
Yes. I
Yeah, I
remember
missed that van. Yeah.
I remember that, man. That's just awesome. I remember that Williams, Kevin's son, just grabbed them right away, put them in his room, and Kevin
Yeah.
sent us the picture. Look where my RC is at.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Talking about this right here, this build right here. So
That thing's really cool.
that is just sick, man.
Yeah, I found a picture. I took a page out of Matt Kett's book. They were talking about it on their show one time about where he gets inspiration from, and there was an Instagram page, vehicle atrocities, and I started rolling through there, and I saw a picture somebody photoshopped into that van with the cab over, and I was like, you know what? I have a couple of those bodies. I can do that. So I did, and it was difficult.
That is so, I gotta show another picture, right? They have here another one. Go ahead, Kike. Thank you for here. We got some more veterans gonna need to leave. Thank you, Enrique, for for being here with us, brother.
Take care, brother.
Awesome.
No problem, man.
You
Take care,
built
guys.
these two.
Take care. Be safe, brother.
You built these two, right? Remember those?
Yeah. Built the big Oli. So I actually have its twin back in my possession. I'm going to caretake it for a little while. So yeah,
Those two.
yeah, I love the big Oli rig. And as soon as that Bronco came out, I was like, yep, I'm going to do more of those. So
That is awesome. That is awesome right there. Let me see. I can show this one right here, Jeremy. It's the same one we're just showing right here, just the side of it. That is
Yeah. That was like the iconic one to me of that one. That one's all over the place.
yeah, that was such a fun build. And you know, if I can't get it back, I'll probably build another one. If you notice, I have a few Defenders in my possession. There may be one or two more over there. So it's, you never know. I might do a extremely long, ridiculous van over.
That's yeah, I see here. Let me see in the chat real quick. Guys, anybody has questions for Sergeant Major Jeremy, feel free here in the panel as well, guys. Feel free to jump in. Before we continue, Jared, welcome in, brother. Good to see you, Jared. Welcome in.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
Good to be here.
Good to see you here, brother. So I'm gonna put you in a spotlight.
Oh, God.
Again. Oh, wait. You want some? Okay, let me add me to the stuff so you won't feel alone, brother. I got you, battle.
That's better.
The bobblehead here.
Bobblehead.
So that's awesome, man. I see here. Man, those rigs on the back are just incredible, man. Going back, I know you mentioned it, right? But maybe I didn't catch it. Your first RC, what was it?
So first hobby grade RC would have been to me a grasshopper, and it's actually in the cabinet. It's not a very clean looking vehicle, but it's still here. So yeah, just nice, simple. To me, a grasshopper got me going.
That is sweet.
It has escalated rapidly ever since.
And I know, man, that every time when you join us, the guys salivate. I've seen that in the background, that nice setup you got there.
Yeah, if there's anything in the collection, if you want to see it up close, I can. I have another camera, so I can kind of overview it on a close up. If you really want to see what's going on with some of them.
I'm very curious. I know you sent me a picture. Can you it's right behind you on your left hand side, right on your shoulder. That Volkswagen.
The bug?
Or the bug right there.
Yeah.
Right? I would like to see that.
I would like to see it up close. I would like to see it in my house.
Right. Hold on. Let me remove myself on the spotlight. Bam.
So let me switch cameras here. All right. Not the best camera in the world, but so this is the FMS Commander wagon, slightly modified. So when I got it, it was cool, but it was, just like the rest of them out there. So I had to completely destroy it, tear it apart, and rebuild it my way. So powertrain's always first, and then build around it. So under the hood, let's see if I can get some light over here. I think that'll work. So inside there is a Mamba or a Castle Micro X2. It's actually one of the first prototypes that were out that I did testing on. So it's in there. A Spectrum 515 receiver and Reef's 99 micros for steering, 2-speed transmission, and the 4-wheel drive high-low. So it's all done up. In the back, there is a full engine bay. That's part of what comes with it, but it's been detailed. And all the stuff's going to fall off the top. Underneath is a full scale drivetrain.
That is sick.
And from factory, it's got 1 motor in it, but it had an allowance for 2 motors. So of course I had to put 2 motors in it. So it's a dual motor, electric motor bug. The metalwork was done by Westmade, and he did a fantastic job. And all the patina, the mirrors, all that stuff was done by Scale Rack.
That is sick. It looks incredible, man. I love it, bro.
Yeah, it's the door hand. These are such great scale models that happen to be RC, but the doors open, full interior, and it's all detailed out.
Oh, look at that. Oh yeah.
The seats are actually cushioned. Like it's all there, and it's right as rain. Yeah. This probably I'm super proud of this one. It came out just like my brain said it should, and I really enjoy it.
I love it. There's a bunch of questions there, man. The people in the chat are breaking my chat here, and the phone keeps going out. Guys, if we don't mention your questions here on the chat, keep mention them, please, on the chat. Let me see here if I miss any question for Sargeant Major. I know people want you to show the MRAP as well.
Okay.
The Raymond Tanner says, Sargeant Major, Boom Racing is coming out with a 6x6. You could build a Defender bus, definitely.
Yes, yes, that is. I hope Jason sees this, because I definitely want to do that. If you don't know who Jason is, Jason Sang from Boom Racing. Great person. If I get a 6x6 with that long body, absolutely, I'll do I don't know, however many door bus we can fit in there.
And then we have fellow veteran Jeffrey Woods. He said, Jeremy, first one was a Fox. He got at his first duty station back in Fort Bliss, Texas, back in '86. Thank you for your service, bro. Any military members here in the chat, thank you for you guys' service. We should have started with that right there real quick. That's it.
What one's next? MRAP?
Oh yeah, the MRAP. Get the MRAP.
Yes, start with the heavy ones, then we'll work our way down to the small ones.
Exactly. Hey, no PT anymore, Sargeant Major. No PT. So let me present again, Sargeant Major here real quick.
Yeah, this thing, I don't know how well it's going to fit on a camera.
Hello, Sargeant Major. Where's Sargeant Major at?
He's got an MRAP screen.
Oh, right. I was.
Yeah.
It's the MRAP. Okay, my bad.
Might have to tilt that camera up a little bit for that. Yeah. So this thing is wicked. Door latches work on this one too. It's probably the only time you'll get to see inside of an MRAP. Unless you've been in an MRAP.
Right.
Yeah, it's huge. That's what she said. But like all the hoods open, it's got a scale engine inside of it as well. It's all in there.
That is sweet.
The exhaust actually works. It's got a smoke generator in it for the exhaust that comes out this side over here. All the doors work. This is pretty detailed. Like it's I did not build this. This is the way it came, actually. So
Yes.
my wife bought it for me at USTE last year
I remember that I was there. I was,
and surprised me with it.
yes.
And it is still surprising me because every time I kind of dig into this thing, I find something new. Like it's got the whole engine piece in there.
That is sick.
Wow.
It just just
Yeah.
incredible how
Yeah, it is dead on.
to the real one. That's
Yeah.
what we're trying to say here, guys. You will see one and being in one is just impressive when I first saw it.
And this, me and MRAP's got some history. So this is pretty cool for me.
That's awesome. I think there was a question there, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, have you taken any of your RCs on overseas deployments? If so, which one? And did they came back in one piece?
So I did have I did take one to Iraq. So I had a Wraith. I had a Wraith over there. No, it did not come back in one piece. It was actually a little problematic for me to have that there where I was located, because as you know, in the military, they scan the spectrum for radio all the time. And I was visited by a lot of energetic MPs about where is this radio signal coming from and why is it in this small area? And it was me running a Wraith around in a motorpool.
And any MPs here on the panel, you check?
So I was requested not to do that. And when I was like, well, I'm going to finish the battery pack off. And they're like, okay, cool, we're here. We know what's going on. Finish it off, just don't do it again. And yeah, that was the last time that thing ever ran.
They're asking somebody there, Jeremy, say, is the weights of the door to scale? Those things are crazy heavy in real life.
That's the only thing that's not scale is the weight of that door. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how many guys lost fingers because of those doors.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised.
I laugh, but it's safety wise, these things are,
yeah.
They'll keep you alive, but they'll try and kill you in the process. So.
I know Charlie. I know Charlie, and so we can like some of our guys who jump in, right, Charlie? I know when you were on deployment, you took some of your RC as well, right, Charlie?
Oh yeah, man. I was on ships for almost 15 of my 20, and I always deployed with one of my RCs, and people be like, dude, that guy carries around his toy trucks with him, like the Hanson brothers or some crap. But yeah, man, because, I could jump off on the dock and, from my T-Max to, whatever it was I was running, on road or off road. Guantanamo Bay, though, Sergeant Major, to mirror your story. Yes, I was tracked down by some energetic MPs in Guantanamo Bay who wanted to know why I was pissing around by the hot springs with my RC truck. All they saw was the signal, which, being a coastie, I had nothing. I had no idea what the hell they were even talking about. I was like, what? I'm playing with my toy truck, man. Give me a break. So yeah, but everywhere I went, if you think about how little room you have out there, if any of you guys are sailors, yeah, man, I always deployed with one of my RCs. I was telling Javi last week, my first came out of a Sears and Roebuck catalog, so if you guys can picture that back in about 1977, 78, and somewhere along the line, one of my neighbors got a Big Bear, and I just thought that was so cool. I had to have a Blackfoot. So I reckon a Blackfoot was my first real one. But yeah, man. The first RC though came out of a Sears and Roebuck catalog.
That's
little Camaro.
When I was talking to Charlie, it's like Jeremy, because it's I was thinking about Jeremy as well. All the time he's been this year's in the hobby. Charlie as well, right? Charlie, how long you been on a hobby?
Yeah, I mean, my first one, I was probably about 10, maybe 11 years old. So I talk about 1977, maybe 78, and then I started liking girls in 1980, but I always, no, I mean, I met my wife. My wife's been my girlfriend since 1980. So, we're good. But yeah, it's, I had an RC car all my life. And it's funny, I had 3 kids, no interest. Now I got 3 grandkids who want nothing but to tear my RC cars to pieces every time they come to visit. So, and any of you guys got grandkids, that's perfectly fine. Whatever is yours is theirs. So
Hey, we have one of our veterans, another coastie here in the chat. Lucas says he used to strap them to a locker or something. And
yeah, man, I used to have to keep mine in my foot locker because you get made fun of. So, I used to have to keep mine in my locker and, keep it all, down and keep it on the down low and everything. But, when we hit the dock and everybody else was bored, I was playing my toy cars, man. Everybody wanted to try. So, bust my chops all you want. Everybody wanted to try.
Right there. So Sergeant Major, they were asking here about it was a rig. Lost the question here.
Is it what's the vehicle we ran last Memorial Day? It's a
Yes.
military ball. That was from
Memorial
Matt.
Day. Yep.
What did we
That's
run?
The last Memorial Day, you run one with Matt.
Oh, the pickup, the green truck.
Let me see. Is that it, Matt? He was trying to see. He said the one that you were showing at the I mean, you guys used at the last outing in that Memorial Day when you guys went out. Matt, if you're on the chat, brother, which one is it? He's trying to
3D printed body, he said.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Let me see here. Oh, look at that right there. Oh,
There it
yes.
is.
I remember. I seen that one. I seen that one in person. Make sure don't get it wet. That 3D printer
They
body.
mildew badly.
Right. That is sick, man.
So
For people that don't know, what body is that, Sergeant Major?
this is a Matt V.
MRAP.
It JLM. It depends on what service you're, really which version it is. Currently, this is as close to a Matt V as I've seen that the MPs run. My guys have about 30 of these now. So there's a little bit of stuff I got to do to this to kind of get it right again. It had IFS. This is on a Element chassis, Enduro chassis. So it had IFS on it, and I kind of converted it over to straight axles. It took a little damage on that run. Like I've lost a light. One of the running boards is out. I made the bumper very narrow. It used to be all the way out to the ends. But yeah, I run this one, and it's this one was 3D printed and painted by Brian Almeida at Exclusive RC.
Okay.
And it just fit this chassis perfectly. I mean, on the bottom, it curves right into the Gatekeeper style suspension. Yeah, this is a good one.
Also there, later on 907 RC, Robert, take care, brother. They mentioned another one there.
Then we got the guy painted for it.
I love it, man.
So again, Brian Almeida, he 3D printed this one. Let's see if I can get a better.
That's better right there, Battle.
Right there. So he 3D printed it in carbon nylon. So it is super light. There's really no weight to it whatsoever. But it's tough as nails. And then he mentored me through painting it and detailing it. And I think it fits the bill.
It's perfect, bro. I love it, man. Just incredible.
And
Yep.
and size wise, that's about right for the size of that truck in real life. I mean, these are huge vehicles. You're about eye level with the door handles
Yeah.
at, average height 5'10".
Yes. Guys, here in the panel, guys, in the panel here, you guys have any questions for Sergeant Major? Feel free, guys, to jump in.
Yep.
Feel free to jump in. That's just incredible. I say I like how the windows look like legit vision blocks.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I worked with Brian on getting the coloring right. That when I first got that vehicle was still running around at Aberdeen Proving Grounds, which is right up the street from me.
Yeah.
They were still doing dynamic testing on it. So if you sit still long enough at the Churchville test site in the parking lot, you can catch glimpses of the new stuff coming. So, just sat there and had lunch for a couple of days and did some research.
I like that. Real quick, I see before they want to see another one here, but there's a question here. Sergeant Major, you'll be willing to make it? It's IAV Striker for a fellow veteran for a donation.
Striker would be a stretch. Depending on which version of the Striker, I would not do it by scratch. I would have to have a 3D printed shell to get going with, because that is a lot of angles.
Yes.
I mean, that's more angles than DoD policy. I mean, that's a lot.
That's awesome right there. Also, they want to see, Sarah, this one below. I said, I want to see the one below that one in the case, white top. What is that, Jesse? Which one you want to see, Jesse, with the white top? There's a few with white tops in it.
I think it's the one right below the one he just pulled out.
Okay.
Oh, this is Heidi's.
That's Heidi's. What?
This is Heidi's truck.
Okay, let me present you again real quick.
Yep. So this is Heidi's FJ40. She fell in love with this at first sight at USTE this past year. Mr. Kirby was selling it, and she was like, I really like that. And I'm like, okay. So Mr. Kirby and I came to a deal, and Heidi has a scale hard body, which is a dangerous thing if you know how she drives. But yeah, this is her first legit hard body rig. And she talked to Mr. Holmes out of Holmes Hobbies out of a motor. So that's in here. And the rest of it is just a typical RC four-wheel drive chassis that the Jalande 2s.
That is sweet there.
Yeah, this is one of Heidi's. Two more over here. She's got 4 rigs total. I took one back, and I drive it a lot, and that's her Rebel. But yeah, she enjoys them just as much as I do.
Hey, that's part of it right there, man. Having your family in the hobby.
Yeah, she allows all of this to occur under her roof. I pay a substantial amount of rent to be able to do this. However you want to say it. But, yeah, she tolerates my hobby.
That is good. I love it, man. That's
Over the years, how many have you collected?
There you go. Good question, Ronald.
How many?
How many? If you
Don't
can
answer.
say.
Don't answer. Don't answer. Your wife might be watching. Don't answer.
Heidi watching?
I have a lot. No, she typically doesn't watch the show, but I mean, I've run through probably several hundred trucks, rigs, but here in residence, there's probably in the neighborhood of 30 or 40. There's more in other places.
Hidden?
Not really hidden, but protected. I'll go with protected. Yeah, some of the collection has a lot of value and it has to be protected.
Okay.
Cool.
That is awesome right there, man.
I gotta ask Jeremy, one of the ones that I fell in love with. Do you by chance have the super scale one?
Oh, yeah, I got it. I know which one you're talking about. The most played with truck.
Well, hers
That
goes
beat
in
the
the
creek.
Nice.
And real quick.
And then I see Matt's got one on deck there too, I believe.
Oh,
So this is the Cuck V. For those that know, before the Army gave Humvees to everybody, we all had Chevy pickups that were terrible, gutless 6.2 liter diesels that all shared the same ignition key and door key, which was, that's why we have push button start now, because we kept losing keys. But yeah, this is on a TRX4 platform, and it has it's got me in the driver's seat. That's a scale me.
That's
3D printed. But the suspension it's actually servo driven. Super scale 2020 setup. You can see the servos, and
thank you, Charlie. Go
they
ahead, bro.
actually power the suspension. So it's it's fun truck because it actually rocks and does all the things Chevy trucks do as they go down the road, which is constantly move and drive terribly, and I love it.
That's cool.
It is rather relaxing to just sit there and watch it.
Yeah. So some of you might notice that this is a RC 4-wheel drive Blazer body that's been cut with the shrink RC kit that a lot of people are doing right now. So it's actually, it's got the actual bed is separate from the cab, and it has a full cab back in it. But the grill, we'll see if anybody can comment and tell us what that grill is actually out of, RC wise. I'll be waiting to 6 months before anybody figures that one out. It is not an RC 4-wheel drive. What's that?
I was gonna say a sender.
It is
it's not a clod buster, is it?
It is a sender.
Yeah.
Oh, a sender.
Yep. Actually, the Ascender grill will fit with a little bit of modification to the RC 4-wheel drive front end, but it gives it that. I like the square headlight more than the round headlight.
They saying there, is that the Traxxas Blazer body? No.
The what?
The Traxxas Blazer body? I saying
No,
there.
it's RC 4-wheel drive.
RC 4-wheel drive.
Yep.
Yep. Let me see there. Okay, yeah.
And the hood still opens. That's where the speed control and the other servos are.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it in there. It's a blast to drive. It's just super fun.
It's an OG Clubbuster grill.
Nope.
No?
It is a sender.
Ascender. There you
Yeah,
go.
Vitera Ascender. I really like the Ascenders when they came out. People followed along with them there for a hot minute, and until the CVD started blowing up on them left and right. But those axles, you could actually narrow a full 12 millimeters and really do some scale stuff with them. But it just didn't stick around for a long time.
Awesome. I see we got some new people in the chat. Welcome, Jay. Welcome, Crash 076. Welcome. Anybody came in, thank you guys for being here with us. Jeffrey Woods, welcome, guys. Really appreciate you guys real quick. Let me see here. Guys, free more questions for Sargeant Major. Feel free. You guys want to see some of that nice collection he has on the back? Feel free, guys. We're already in the second hour, man.
Sergeant Major, have you seen a good M715 body? I would really like to put one on a TRX4, but I've not seen a good one.
So other than a custom made, the axial one was really probably the best one, but you can't find, they're gone.
They're gone. I had one. It's I had it on a monster truck. It was great.
Yeah, the one that J Concepts did is poor. The roof line is terrible on it with that faux soft top. But
yeah,
I haven't seen a good one, not in a hard body or a printed one actually, in a long time.
Yeah, I've been just trying to keep an eye out for one. That's my favorite body. I think I've had a couple of those. I like the axial one the best. It made a great monster truck, and I've been dying to put on it. You know, get a hard body and put it on a TRX4. So
yeah.
Keep looking.
Yep.
You'll see it. You'll see it one day.
Yeah, I when I go into hobby shops, you know, I dig through the old bodies. Sometimes you'll find them out.
Sometimes you find a gem. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Matt is calling for the Blazing Blazer.
Maybe get that thing out. Of course he would.
Let me see here. Let me present back Sargeant Major real quick.
This thing has its own display rack. I don't allow it to really sit on its own tires anymore. They're getting pretty old and dry rotted. But this is an OG Blazing Blazer from my childhood. I've known this truck since '86. So it's, you know, near and dear to me. This is one of my prized possessions here in the RC world. But it is pristine, I would call it. If you're not familiar with them, you know, look them up. You'll see what their values are. But this is a granddaddy of the 3-speed trucks. So it's definitely unique. With 3-speed, it has, you know, the old wiper speed control. This is a waterproof box on the back. And there's like back in the day, we used to run 6-volt batteries. This is a 6-volt Tamiya battery. This is what they look like. This is 4,000 milliamp.
Wow.
Not the easiest.
It's got the big D cell NiCats in it. It's got the big D cell.
Yeah, these are actually full size C battery with the 4,000 milliamp.
That's crazy.
They're, you know, sub C's is what we used to run. Cars and stuff.
Same.
2/3 A or others. Yeah, that's. So the really cool thing about these trucks is the front hubs. So the front hubs are actual lockers that you pull out and twist to lock it into four-wheel drive. You pull out and give it a quarter turn, just like a real truck, and it freewheels. So it's pretty neat.
That is so cool, man.
And then it, you know, all the shifting takes place on this rod, and it, you know, yeah, it's very archaic, but it's very cool. The chassis is all aluminum. The leaf springs are actually stainless steel, spring steel, and it actually it kind of flexes.
A little bit.
Not at all, actually. It's yeah, they really don't, like, maybe a quarter inch of flex total in the whole thing. But yeah, they were really.
No.
Go ahead.
Oh, you actually got that and out a little bit at UST, didn't you?
So I did. This one didn't make the trip. I took my other 3-speed. I took my Hilux.
Okay.
Just because I was on vacation prior to USTE, and you know, security is always, you know,
right.
Yeah.
Not that they would be looking for this truck, but if they came across it, they probably wouldn't know what they got. And you know, I didn't want to risk that. So
Definitely understandable there.
but this is totally, you know, totally USTE style vintage rig that it can trail down there. I used to trail this like up to about 3 years ago now. I used to run it annually in the fall, but I can't do it anymore because of the tires. They're just too far gone.
Yeah. In a few days we should we'll try to get a Chinook and we'll go pick up all the veterans from each state, you know, to go to different events. Oh my God, that's so cool, man. All memories sets there on the chat. Definitely a lot of knowledge there from Sargeant Major, man. A lot of stuff. Really appreciate Sargeant Major. Let me see here, guys. It's Sargeant Major, you want to do that at the end and we're gonna start talking to the guys now? What do you want to do, son?
Yeah, let me yeah, well, 9:30. 9:30. Remind me, and I'm writing down a number right now.
There you go.
And whoever is closest to it will win what we have to offer tonight.
There you go.
So you'll have to post the number in the chat, and it's one guess. That's it. Whatever you type in, that's all you get.
Okay.
All right.
And
we'll
it's
do it
gonna
9:30.
be who for the chat and the panel or
just the chat?
Just the chat. Gotcha.
Just
I can't get on the chat.
Let me get on the chat right now. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me get it. Well, no, we have on the next event that we have some stuff that we gathering that we're gonna do some raffle for the guys, like we did last year in USD. But let me tell you something right now. Gabe is not going to participate.
That's why I said the chat only.
I'm on, I got the chat pulled up and waiting right here. I got my number.
I got something else for the guys on the panel, our new members that haven't been on the panel before.
Yes.
I got something for you guys. We'll do that after.
Yes, and the after hours. Good stuff, guys. So again, here in the chat, feel free to any more questions for the Sargeant Major in the chat. Feel free to bring them up. We're gonna talk to some of our veterans here that are being part of Operation 11 Charlie for a minute now. There's a lot more than this, guys. So really appreciate you guys being here with us. It's an honor to have you guys here. It's already posting stuff. Stop, James. Stop. You grounded, James. You grounded. Welcome, bro. So let's see who we start, man. Oh, I see Frank is here in the chat. Jared's here. This guy, well, I don't know what he's showing there. Stop showing that, James. We don't need to see that. Let me see here. We'll start here real quick. Hey, you go 3-1. This is for only for the one and only. For one and only. 3-1 Yankees. 3-1 Yankees. That's for you, Juan. So
I'm just throwing this in there, but they pulled Severino out after 7 innings. He was pitching a no-hitter.
Okay.
They pulled him. And then the guy gave up a run. It's 3-1. But yeah, he pulled Sevy. They showed him and Booney arguing in the dugout.
There you go.
It's good. I like to see the fight.
Question. I have a question here for the panel before we start talking to our guys. Who makes the best coffee here? Anybody knows that? I know who makes the best coffee.
He's got to be a
Juan.
Dominican.
Juan, the one and only.
The one and oh,
No,
James,
I'll tell you right now, it's Obi.
Obi.
Obi makes the best coffee, and he did that with a paper towel or something. He was using like old socks for filter or something.
Right, Jared? That is so cool.
I have been properly relieved.
But no, real quick, guys. I want you, the guys, to some of the here guys here on the chat and never seen some of our veterans. We follow us. You see some of the pictures. I think we'll start with. Let me see. Let's start with the new people, the newest guys. Man, they just started with us. Charlie, man. We want to welcome you, brother, to our organization. It's you in recently with us, man, and you know anything that you can mention, you know, on your induction ceremony, all that, you know.
Well, first thing I just want to say is it's an honor. You guys have heard already. I've been in the hobby since I was like a 10, 11-year-old. Always been into RC my whole life. As soon as I heard about this through Jay Levy and Danny Attell at Dan's RC shop up at Dr. Dan's, you know, I knew I wanted in. So, you know, yeah, absolutely. This is so awesome. It's such an honor and a privilege to be part of this. So thank you. Yeah, I'm a retired chief petty officer, 20 years in the United States Coast Guard. Now retired. You know, I'm at home. I got 3 grandkids, and I'm just enjoying my best life, hanging in there, doing the best I can.
And Charlie, thank you so much. Some of the guys don't know we work in collaboration with the VA, right? And we doing some classes with the guys, some outings. The last one, Charlie helped out, man. I love how that new veteran that came in for the first time, and you connected with him, helping him out and swapping out electronics on that base camp, right, Charlie?
Yeah, that was really cool. I got to be honest, that was as cool for me as it was for him, because that was really cool. He was a young kid, right? He couldn't have been, he might have been 20 something.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And he had kind of a face like, I don't know, he really wanted to be there or not, but he was there. And so I just said, you know what, I'm just going to sit down in front of this kid and we're going to talk. And that's what we did. You know, I went into like chief mode. It was kind of neat, you know. And we rocked right on through it. When he was done, he was like, right on, man, you know. So hopefully we got a new guy in the hobby too.
Yes.
Nice kid, really nice kid. I don't think he really wanted to be there. I think probably somebody talked him into being there, and you know, I'm glad he was there. And I really hope he got something out of it.
I hope so too. That's why I love it. Most of us, we don't. I don't want to say hey, but we don't. Those group therapies, sometimes we don't. Most of them we don't like them. It's hard, you know. But he thought it was something. It's about the same stuff and other group stuff like that. When he saw the RC, I think at the end he changed a bit. It was just I like
a big smile on his face, man.
Big
Huge smile on his face.
I love it. Don't young bucks coming in, man. I love it. So hopefully we can see him in the next class. And next, just to let you know, Charlie, we're gonna put servo, and we need to teach how to do the endpoints on there too.
Oh, right on. I can help you out with that all day.
We're looking forward to that. Hopefully next month we get back out there at the VA here and locally here in our county. That was pretty awesome there. Awesome, sweet. Now we'll see here. Anything else you want to mention, Charlie?
No, like I said, it's an honor to be here. I'll be here as often as I can, and you know, Javi, anytime you need me, you know where I'm at, and you know, I'm always happy to help out. You know, when I'm feeling up and I'm feeling good, I want to get out there. So you
Definitely,
guys
bro.
know you get that Operation 11 Charlie patch. You get that
Cool,
Velcro
cool.
right on your hat, man. Represent everywhere you go.
Thank you, Charlie, my brother. Thank you, definitely. Here, Josh, how you doing, brother? I see that nice rig in the background right there.
Oh
bro.
yeah. I decided to see if I can set it up in the background here. I'll bring it closer so everybody can take another look at it.
Yeah. That is sweet, brother. So you've been with us how long, Josh? Since this past summer,
Axial
right?
Fest, yeah, Axial Fest.
Badlands, right?
Yep, Axial Fest Badlands. I'm still, well, I think I'm still pretty new to the hobby. About a year and a half ago, I was living in Tucson, and I came back to Michigan to visit, and a few of my buddies here, they're running around a backyard track with the Traxxas Max. Ended up buying it off of them, and year and a half later, now I'm sitting in a garage with like 20 RC cars.
And you were what was your branch of service, Josh?
I was a Marine from 07 to 15.
Okay.
0861 fire support man.
Awesome, bro. Thank you for your service, Battle. Thank you for your service, brother. And then we did your induction ceremony at Axial Effects Badlands, right? You know, how was that? How was that event for you, man? Being out there.
That event was awesome. I didn't expect, because I had been talking, with you guys for a minute, and I was like, oh, they're probably still swamped. Because you had that huge influx after USTE and whatnot.
Yes.
And I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, okay, I'll at least hang out with whatnot. And I mean, I didn't even have my cameras out or anything to film it. You guys were just like, oh, hey, by the way, spotlight. Like, okay, all right. Yeah, I was not expecting that. And then, being at the event, seeing everybody's, generosity and kindness, firsthand, the support,
Yes.
is very moving.
Yes. And I love it, man. You said it well said there, Josh. The kindness, the respect, bro, and they especially when we go to events, we have our own spot. People they give it the space, and we love people to come in, join us, and like we said, they come in, we offer them water, whatever. Always talking to them, but it's just awesome. It's just that family environment, man. I love it, bro. I love it.
Yeah, and for somebody, not I don't want to get too in the weeds, but some days it's difficult for me to go
Yes.
to the grocery store,
Yes.
So having an environment where I can be around, several hundred people because I feel comfortable with the people that are there.
Yes.
That means a lot.
Yes. Yes. And you hit it right there on the nail, right? You hit it right there on the nail. That's me. I wouldn't be there a few years ago. I wouldn't be there. It's just because of you guys. I'm not that I can't, and it's because all of the guys, it's just, we feel different. We feel different when we are amongst each other, and it's just incredible. I know we mentioned here, probably wait until James come back on that. When we met that Vietnam veteran back there, we never met him. It was like we knew him for, I don't know, forever, man. It just that connection, bro. I love that. Awesome, Josh, brother. Love it, bro. Let me see there. Why are you showing that, Frank? Why are you showing that? What's that, Frank? Are you muted, Frank?
That's a U of A in Tucson, just for Josh. That's my hometown.
There you go.
Okay.
So I just showing him. Yeah.
There you go. Awesome, bro. Awesome. Love it there. Awesome, Josh. Anything else you want to mention, Josh, before we go to the next veteran, brother?
No, man. If I think of something, I'll interrupt.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Thank you.
Like a good Marine.
Thank you, man. We'll sit here. Bennett is working. Gabe, should we let Juan talk? Should we let Juan talk, Gabe? I think Gabe's gone. I see people saying no.
We can flip a coin.
Can we flip a coin?
Flip a coin.
No,
I
go
do want to
ahead,
mention,
Juan,
James, you're looking ugly as ever.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so proud that you put together all those words in one sentence without stuttering. That's amazing.
Well, we'll give James time. Stay put, James. Behave, James. Behave, brother.
He's been practicing.
Right.
Standing by.
Go ahead, Juan, brother.
How you doing? My name is Juan. I was in the Army, 11 Bravo,
cool.
Airborne. I actually served with James Albertson, same unit. I came in almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago, right? Yeah.
Almost was after USD where Gabe got inducted.
Oh, where we did that induction? It was at
Gabe got inducted in USD, and then we used to hang out. And he's like, "Man, you always in your house. Let me bring you to this group of veterans. They have RCs." I went and checked it out. You did my induction in the Exoplex, and I don't know if you remember, I was kind of skittish in the side, doing my own thing the whole time. Because for me, it's depend on the group of people.
Yes.
Then when my second activity was Action Fest last year.
Badlands, right?
Yeah, Badlands. And you could see the whole different way I was in there. That was the first time I joined the group.
Yes. Huge shout out to Exo Cage, right, Juan? Huge shout out to him, man.
Yeah, that's where I did my induction. It was all Gabe's fault, like always.
Gabe's fault.
Yeah, every time he starts something, he have to try to bring me in it. So
that is cool, bro. I love it. I love it, Juan. You know, we love Juan. We love Juan's coffee. Make sure to tell Juan we love Juan's coffee. You know.
Juan's coffee give you diabetes.
This group have broke my wallet for a couple months.
Oh, Lord.
I can spend like a year worth of other stuff money into RCs because of you guys.
Oh, it's a fall right on the lap.
Yeah, I blame Gabe on that one.
That's awesome, Juan. Hey, brother, you know we love you, bro, and you know I always love hanging around you guys. Right there, look at that picture that Gabe put in, bro, right there, Juan.
Oh,
remember that one when we went out there with Gabe?
Yeah, the fire team.
Yeah,
the fire team right there. That was awesome. Huge shout out to Horizon Arma for giving us the time. You know, the opportunity.
Just be careful with Gabe and metal rigs around him. I just have to remind everybody, you have a metal rig, stay away from Gabe.
Yeah, metal smasher, be careful, be careful. Make sure if you start driving, make sure Gabe is not around. No. We love Gabe. We love Gabe.
Hey, Holly.
Go ahead, brother.
9:30.
9:30. So we're gonna start real quick. We're gonna do something here real quick, guys, and then we're gonna continue with our veterans, Gabe, and then so forth. So let me see here real quick. I got some before we go there. Christopher, welcome in, guys. Juan Lacos, I see there. Chris Smith, anybody that came in, thank you for joining us. Go ahead, Sergeant Major.
So low number 150, high number 300. Pick a number in between that. First one in keeps the number. If you double up on a number, pick another one.
Repeat that again. I'll put Sergeant Major right there on spot.
So the low number is 150. So you got to pick 150 or above. Top number is 300. So the number, whoever's closest to the number that I already wrote down and already texted the number to Javier, so he has it.
I have it.
That'll be our winner tonight.
Okay, I see a number. Oh, look at this guy. Go ahead there in the panel. I mean, on the chat, feel free. I'm going to download this so I could show it here to you guys.
Don't show the number yet.
No, I'm not gonna show it. Just gonna email it to me so I can show it to the guys here. Keep a look on the chat on something else here. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Am I supposed to put this in the chat or do you want me to just show it to you?
Chat.
In the chat. In the chat, and I'll be, let me check my email real quick.
The chat.
Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. We're gonna show real quick. I think we have some people that are close, right?
Yeah. And hey, while you're waiting, after you've already put a number in, go ahead and hit that like button. Help out our algorithm in YouTube world.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yes. Definitely. Keep it going. I see Mr. 11 Charlie in the chat. How you doing, ma'am? Welcome in. Man, I see a few that are very close up to. Just let us know when you want to stop it. What is they're asking what is the range again, Sergeant Major?
150 to 300.
150 to 300. There you go. Thank you, Matt.
Now y'all know that just confused the hell out of Josh.
That's why I did it.
Oh yeah, there's no way I'd be able to get this. These instructions are way too complicated.
Yeah, you gotta lay off those red crayons, man.
I don't have that many fingers and toes. These numbers are way too high.
I know the biggest number.
I think I figured it out, but you got to confirm that you got it because I don't know where the hell it went.
The biggest number that Marines can process is 64 because that's the biggest box of crayons we would give them.
These comments.
And it progressively gets late.
These comments are on the YouTube stream, right? Not in our
YouTube,
actual.
on the
That's
YouTube.
why I thought.
Oh, in the YouTube one?
Yeah, on the YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, you're making me nuts, Obi.
I don't know how to do that.
You guys, I got something different for you guys on the panel.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Don't. Yeah.
So they don't count. So one
I'm just
started
waiting
it.
for the panel one because I don't want to take nothing from somebody who's out there waiting and wanting to get something.
There you go.
No,
There
you're
you go.
good.
So one start. It's one's fault, Sergeant Major, because one started it, and after you gave the instructions.
All right, I want to give it one more minute.
There you go.
9:36.
Keep
I
it
think
coming,
I think
guys.
we're tapped out. The numbers slowed down pretty good.
Yes.
So I rolled back to the very first number, so then I can roll through them to see who was closest.
Keep it going, guys. In the meanwhile, while I got some people here in the chat, thank you for being here with Operation 11 Charlie. It means a lot to us. Here in Operation 11 Charlie, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, right? We help our fellow brothers and sisters with PTSD and some other conditions, right? We just here, big family here, brotherhood, help each other and the family members, help them get into the hobby, right? Go out to the trails, keep that brotherhood going, go out to events, stuff like that. So make sure to check us out on our social media. O11C.org is our website, guys. Any questions that you have for us here in Operation 11 Charlie, feel free. I'll be posting our website here on the chat pretty soon. Almost there, guys.
All right, we're gonna cut it off there.
Okay, so stop putting numbers, guys. Stop putting numbers.
No more numbers. And you only get one. You only get one good guess.
Okay. Oh, I see one there is.
Yeah, but that's multiple guesses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we only get one good guess.
One good guess. Got you.
First one's the one that counts.
First one is the one that counts. Got you.
So the closest.
Go ahead, Battle.
So the magic number was 202,
Yeah.
as I sent Javi before we even started this. So
Yes.
the closest I had that I see is Jeff Woods.
Yeah, Jeffrey Woods is the closest I see with 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Right.
the first guess, it'd be
Yeah.
yep, because he had 200.
Right there, guys. This is the text that
Yep.
Sergeant Major sent me right there. Awesome. Congratulations, brother, right there. We can show now. Let me see, present Sergeant Major, so he will see what he got, right?
Yeah.
Let me present you real quick.
All right. It's the Fire Horse.
Ooh. And this is from?
This is a Rock Hobby Fire Horse, ready to run, 18th scale little Jeep. Pretty cool. Little hood opens and all that stuff.
Nice.
All the electronics are in there, batteries in there.
What scale is that, Sergeant Major?
This is 1/18.
1/18 scale.
Yep.
1/18 scale.
And that, no cost for shipping or anything like that. I just need a message with an address to send it to, and I will ship it out tomorrow.
So I'm gonna put I've already put the website on our chat, guys. I will do it again so you guys can. Somebody sneezing, bless you. Let me see here. I will put it again on our website. They can contact us. Jeffrey, what was it? Jeffrey Woods?
Jeffrey Woods.
Jeffrey Woods. Make sure to contact us, Jeffrey. And so we could get your address. And I think he's on Facebook in our group as well. So you could contact us right there on the Facebook.
Yep. And he says he's a fan of the Rock Hobby stuff, so that's awesome. So if you guys aren't aware, FMS actually sponsors Operation 11 Charlie.
Yes.
And they've done a lot of good things. They send us a rig every month to give away in one way or another on the show. And on top of that, I believe it's pinned in the Operation 11 Charlie Facebook group.
Yes.
There's a link that you can use and share to Fair RC, which is one of the distributors for FMS.
Mm-hmm.
And a huge percentage of that sale, if you use that link, whatever you buy, they actually send it straight to Operation 11 Charlie as a donation.
Yes.
So they are, that it is a large percentage of that total sale from that site. So if you are shopping for the FMS stuff, please by all means go grab that link and then go shopping. I appreciate it.
And we have that link also, Simon. We have that link, if I'm not mistaken, in our website.
Yes, it is on our website. It should be hot linked on there as well.
So if you guys cannot see it, feel free to reach out to us and we'll make sure to give you that link. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a new website for FMS, right?
Yes, FMS has a new site. Fair RC, their sites are a lot more user friendly than they had been. So yeah, good stuff to go check out.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. There's a website, guys. Feel free. Any question that you guys may have for Operation 11 Charlie, guys. These people that you guys see here are the people that you need to ask questions to. We see veterans here. You see this veteran, feel free, or any of us here, feel free to ask question or go to our website and we get you the right information and how to become part of Operation 11 Charlie, all that stuff, guys. So now I think
Javier.
Go ahead, Battle.
Hey man, I gotta get ready to hop off, man. I got an early morning in the morning.
Go ahead. So Ronald, let's before you go, bro. So before you say goodbye, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick, Battle.
Ronald Williams, retired E7, 11 Bravo.
Cool.
Joined Operation 11 Charlie about almost 3 years now.
You were the first induction ceremony from the VA as a referral, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Met Javier, went to USTE for the first time, and just, I think I lost my mind. It was so many people that came up and just showed love to us.
Yes.
Without prejudice, no matter what branch we was or who we
Yes.
were. And it was like one big, huge family
Yes.
the whole time.
Yes.
And when I spoke with Javier, he always told me, anytime you need something, I'm here. You know, we leave no man behind.
Yeah.
And that really, really got me wanting to be more and more with Operation 11 Charlie. And ever since that, you know, he calls, he checks up on me, you know, at least once a week he's calling. So I appreciate all you guys. Juan, your coffee is great. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Sergeant Major, all the help that you've given us, your support, and it's just a big family. It's a big brotherhood, and that's what I like. You know, without Operation 11 Charlie, who knows? You know, what would be going on in our life now. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, Battle. And you know, we always here for you, Battle, and I always love to be around you guys. That's what, you know, always here for you, Battle.
Gabe, stay out of trouble.
Cool. Take care, Ronald, my brother.
All right, you guys have a good night.
They give you a lot of love, Ronald, on the chat.
Yeah,
Miss 11 Charlie Kalis in the chat there. Big hugs from Miss 11 Charlie right there.
Cool.
Cool. Thank you, my brother.
All right, I'll talk to you. I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Take care, bro. Be safe, bro.
All right, bye.
Mr. Gabriel George, man. What's going on, Battle?
Oh man, it's another day in paradise. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another great evening. I'm honored to be here with y'all to share this evening with y'all. I'm just sitting there eating my food too, so don't mind me smacking and enjoying this moment. I've really loved to sit back and reflect over all these pictures and memories. I'm going through my computer, remembering how to download them to my background so that I can see them still too. But
right,
seeing the smiles on everybody's faces from all the inductions and all the events that we have, that's one of the best things that I love about this organization. Yes, some of the people are a little special into it, and I brought a few people, and they brought a few people, but I love this unity that we have when we all these special individuals come together. They don't know nothing about nothing, and we come together and take over and act like we know everything about it all. It's like people have said it over and over. It's a big family, but it's true, because even just not the ones, the veterans that we meet in this organization, but even the community from the RC world has embraced us all, like from other companies that support us, and they're all being outlets for us. It says go through everything individual, and it's allowed us to reconnect with society in a way that we would never have known, at least for myself too, to meet all different types of people from all different types of backgrounds. And like this, I look forward to these times. Even like the trucks have a huge part of it, you know, but even just a reason for us to come together. But I'm very thankful for 11 Charlie for giving me the best looking truck out of everybody in the group. I have since on upgrade, add a few things to it, you know, like one, we spent some few checks on this, but it feels great at the end of the day to see the time I get to spend working on my trucks, and just when we get together and hit the trails, that's always an awesome experience. And just look on somebody's faces when they see us out there driving or something like that. Like I take mine to the city sometimes when I'm walking around, and it's a way for me to disconnect from all the stuff that's going around, but and to focus on myself while I'm in this chaos that's going on around me.
Yes.
I mean, it's been nothing but great things for me since I've been a part of this organization. Like I look forward to these. I look forward to doing more. I try to do more. As you know, I'm always doing something, but it's always near and dear to the heart. I'm always talking about it, and I look forward to the greater things that we have coming.
Definitely, Gabe. It is an honor again to have all of you guys. Gabe, a lot of people giving you love in the chat. It's 11 Charlie Kalis in the chat. Big hug for Gabe, brother.
Love it.
You know, all of our guys, we love all our guys. If it's something that about Gabe, and you guys, when you guys meet Gabe, you know he lights up a room, man. You could be saddest person, whatever, man.
Oh, I will light
Gabe,
it up, sure.
Gabe,
Yeah.
Gabe comes in and he makes sure that you get a laugh or something there, even though sometimes we put him the 10 and he wants to lend us a hand, right? You know.
That's all
Hey,
he
that's
got.
all I can give you. You know, all you need is a hand. That's all I got to give you.
Much love, Gabe. Much love, my brother. You know how it
Thank
is,
you.
Gabe.
Likewise.
Thank you, brother. Here, we go next with Trent, man. Trent, Finley, and Nicole, right? They are just like I said. All of our guys are special to our heart. But Trent and Nicole, one of our reps from the Detroit area, Steve O.D. from the 313 coming at ya. He passed away last year. He's no longer with us, but we love him. We miss Steve-O pretty much, man. Basically, back in the day, when we started Operation 11 Charlie here with some other guys, man, I had this on my idea. I said, I want to do this for my veterans, because it was, my family. I was and my wife, especially my wife, saying, and seeing that how much this helped me. We need to do this. We got to let some of our veterans know, Javier, about this, what's going on, and to see. So I reached out to some of the RC community guys back in the day when we used to go to Steve-O's chat. I know Sean was there, some of our guys were there, and we started talking. We had a chat back in the day. It was a Google chat, something. And I put that out there. I want to do this for the veterans guys. I want to start buying some rigs, and I want to do an induction ceremony. Well, back then we didn't call it induction ceremony. It said a giveaway to a veteran Memorial Day. And Steve-O, everybody jumped in. That it was in that private chat. There was Wayne Kipler right there. Tony Lula, a bunch of the guys out there. Steve-O, Tony CCX, a bunch of the guys. I may forget some of our guys. I apologize for that. But everybody said, do not buy nothing. We're gonna start sending this to work. Let's gather some stuff out here. Let's start gather some stuff. And by that first Memorial Day, with that first induction ceremony, man, we had so many stuff for that. Dixieland joint paint at that time. I remember that. And JJ Cuss and some other people. Honolulu painted that. We had like 2 bodies for that veteran. It was a Marine veteran right there. There you go. And so all the stuff. It was very special. We were supposed to this, like I mentioned the story about this. It was supposed to be 2 times a year, Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Since we started this, we haven't stopped. And it's because of the collaboration from the fellow veterans RC community and one of our brothers like Steve O.D. My bad, Trent. Go ahead, my brother.
No, you're good. Like I said, my story's a little different. I was an E7 in the Coast Guard, retired 21 years. That's where I met my wife. She also served in the Coast Guard. She got out at 8 years active duty. But circling back, Steve O.D. was Nicole's brother, big brother, yes. And he found a way to keep clean from some addiction problems that he had.
Yes.
And he found that sanctuary in the RC community.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am grateful for the RC community because of that, keeping his mind occupied from making bad decisions and doing other things. And that led into this phenomenon of RC world that I had no idea about until his passing. And then I got invited by Javier to go to
USD
for the event last February.
Yeah.
And Nicole and I were, we're not RC people. We supported Steve O.D. and what he did. We watched all his shows and his lives and his chats and everything on YouTube, but we weren't really into it and we didn't really understand it. So we went into it with open eyes, and Javier welcomed us to his community at that event in Gainesville. And I cannot begin to tell you the amount of joy, love, everything positive. Like was mentioned earlier from the family. It's not just like the Operation 11 Charlie family with your like-minded veterans and going through struggles and whatnot, but it's the entire community of that whole weekend. It felt like one big family. And so I told Javier at one point out there when we were riding the trails, I was like, dude, my jaws hurt from smiling. Because like I could not stop smiling because of all the cool people that we were meeting. And Lucas, we kind of hauled Lucas around because he didn't have his vehicle with us both, so we had a rental car, and so we were kind of like chauffeuring him around. But in the meantime, he was just so generous in his time and his knowledge of sharing all the knowledge about the RC world, because like I said, we knew nothing. We didn't even know how to pull the trigger on the control. But when we left there, it was like we had a brand new hobby, a brand new world to explore, you know, and so we will never forget that opportunity that we had in Gainesville, Florida, and we plan on coming back, of course. But it's just weird how Steve O.D. connected all of us.
Yes.
Somebody that had no idea what the RC world was about, and it's just incredible what you've done, Javier, with this organization from the ground up, and reach so many 200 plus veterans into this organization in a matter of a couple of years.
Yes.
And I am forever grateful to you, sir, for introducing me to this world of love, because it's fantastic. And I mean, can't stop smiling when I run my car out in the backyard, and it's just like, it's an escape.
Yes.
Everything that you're going through with, struggles or whatever your case is. But, that weekend out at the, in Florida, I was not thinking about anything other than my jaws hurting from smiling, because it was so much fun. People were incredible. Sargeant Major, it was incredible. You built phenomenal trucks that are bulletproof. The time and attention to detail and the knowledge that was shared was incredible by you, sir. And Nicole and I are forever grateful. And this is a wonderful, wonderful organization. And I'm here for the long haul. Whatever you need, Javier, I'm here. Sign me up. I'm in. I'm all in.
Thank you, Trent. Thank you. We cannot, again, with you guys being with us here in Operation 11 Charlie is very special for us. It means a lot for us, and having Steve in common, and that guy always happy no matter what. He was always with a smile, no matter how much pain he had, always with a smile. So that's why we use you guys. I'm so grateful. Trent, and we will have Trent in a show, because if you guys know, Trent is part of a nonprofit that is called, what is called, Trent?
It's called Combat Marine Outdoors. And what we do is we take combat veterans from all branches of the service, doesn't matter. It started out with Marines, hence the name, but it's evolved so much that we've had to include all of the services. So it's called Combat Marine Outdoors. Got a website also. Shameless plug, sorry, but we take veterans, combat veterans, hunting and fishing all over, mostly in Texas, but we do a lot of different things around the different states in Colorado, Maine, Missouri, Alabama, Tennessee. Bird hunting, fishing, wild game, elk hunting in Colorado, deer hunting in Texas. And yeah, hit me up. If you know somebody that's struggling to adapt back into society, that's what we do. Just like you guys do with RC cars, it's kind of the same thing with being outdoors. And if you're into that sort of thing with hunting and fishing, you're around like-minded folks who you can share stories with, and do some meet some really cool people, and ultimately some sort of therapy and healing from being outdoors with your shipmates and your battle buddies. So, yeah, again, it's called Combat Marine Outdoors.
Yeah, definitely. We will have Trent, and we're gonna have a show as Trent, a special guest, so we could talk more about that. nonprofit that helps out veterans. That's why we want to have more. Also, you know, mixing up with RC, Operation 11 Charlie stuff in our nonprofit. We want to put the word out there. All these nonprofit that are helping out veterans. That's what we want to have. Bring some of those guys there, and we need to bring Gabe, because Gabe does a lot of stuff for veterans too, right? He has his own stuff, right? Pickleball, all that stuff, Gabe. We need to bring you as well, bro. So you could give all that information as well. So yeah, Trent, we're gonna have that. I know Nathan will get in all of you, and so we could have bring Trent back on that. Looking forward to that, brother. Again, Trent, it's an honor to have you in our own organization. You and Nicole, your whole family, Miss Debbie, we love your whole family, brother. In this
Yeah.
Operation 11 Charlie, it's not just me. This is just it's a team it's a team effort. Since we started back in the day, to all the guys here in Operation 11 Charlie, the ones behind the scenes, the families, the wives, all that stuff. That is Operation 11 Charlie. I'm very grateful because without them, you know, we wouldn't be where we at right now. There's a lot of people in the past that like RC Voodoo Daniel always has helped me start back in the day. We would just walk in the streets trying to find out veterans until we were connected with the VA. That was make everything a lot easier, and we started that. So yes. Go Frank, go ahead, brother. Who's Frank? I see Frank here, or Charlie. Oh, Frank. Frank, if you want to go ahead, brother, or you want to talk before you go ahead. Feel free, brother. Feel free. Go ahead, Frank. Feel better, brother. We got some of our guys. No worries, brother. We've been actually 2 hours here sitting down. For some of us, that a long time sitting down, it causes a lot of pain. So battles anybody need to leave because of that time, just feel free, guys. So let me see who else had Sergeant Major. You know, maybe you can share a little bit, you know.
You want me to share?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know what else to share, man. So my experience with 11 Charlie, you know, I'm being a sergeant major, I tend to take care of others before I take care of myself, and you know, I've extended that to the point where, you know, I was internally having problems. And when I got the call, Nathan reached out to me and he's like, "Hey, we got this thing. We'd like you to, you know, come on and be a part of it and see what you think." And I was in, you know, day one. I had already sent a truck, anonymously out there, and when I first heard about it, and yeah, I love being part of it. I honestly love being part of this, and watching people, you know, watching Gabe. You know, I gave him the dirtiest truck ever made, with, you know, pure rust wheels, and he embraced that thing, and he's super proud of it. It made me very, very proud, to see that reaction. And it became infectious, and I put a little custom touch to all the builds that I do for people, and I hope to do more of it. You know, as we move along, you know, we start to mature, and I don't want to lose custom touches like that on some of these trucks. The one I did for the Finleys, you know, that was probably the last true custom build that I did for a member, but that just fills my soul, and I love doing it. Yeah, and going out on the trails has been therapeutic for me for years, since my deployment. There's actually one of the guys in the chat I deployed with, Christopher, and you know, he knows what went on. He knows the hard times we had. He lived with me for a while when we got back, and you know, this helps. RC helps me. And I'm glad that I have this group and the opportunity to help others. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Definitely, Jeremy, man, it's again, like all of you guys, it's an honor. and for having you in our organization, a big part of our organization, man, and helping our brothers and sisters. That's what it. That's our main cause here in Operation 11 Charlie. Aside from the RC, this we're not here. That's not our main cause, you know. Helping getting RC now, that's not it. If you think that's it for Operation 11 Charlie, you're missing the whole point of Operation 11 Charlie. So yeah, we're here to help each other. We'll heal to embrace each other. So people like Sergeant Major, all these guys that you see here, some of the guys you don't see here, family members. That's what it's all about. That huge, big family. Definitely Sergeant Major, man. Awesome. Well, what's up, brother? Jake, and no, Jake has been with us for a while. I think Jake started with us since with Steve O.D., right, Jake?
Yep. I've been what, 3 years now?
3 years now, right, Jake?
Yeah.
And what you remember when we started all that stuff? Any of those input? And
It's been a long road. I mean, what I remember is starting really small, and then it just kind of snowballed after the first USTE.
Right.
Really kicked things off for us. I don't know. I don't really remember too much. It's just been one thing after another, and
nothing nonstop, right, Jake?
Yeah. Like right now, I'm working on some inductee stuff. So
yes.
Sorry if I'm not really paying attention to the chat. I'm getting that all together over here. So
that's all. If you guys don't know, Jake is from the Canada chapter. All our Canada veterans there. That chapter is going to start moving soon. We already got some merchandise, some other stuff out there for you guys, right?
Just finished sending out some emails on that, actually. So, yeah. I don't know if we have any Canadian guys in our chat tonight, but things are slowly moving.
Awesome. Looking forward to that, Jake. And I know we're also planning for next year. Hopefully we'll be out there at one of those events and hanging out with Jake and out there in Canada. So looking forward to meet some of the veterans out there, brother. It's just, Jake, I cannot thank you enough, brother. This is just a team effort right there, what you guys see here in Operation 11 Charlie, guys. So
now I'm just a civilian, but I am kind of curious what happens if you do walk on Sargeant Major's grass.
Oh, bro, we could get some YouTube videos. You will see some Sergeant Major go crazy.
So we've all heard this. May I tell the story?
Go ahead, Sergeant.
Why you don't walk on my grass? All right. So, in all seriousness, it's a clown around for junior enlisted soldiers when they go through training or they get to their first duty station, and Sergeant Major's looking out his office window and he sees you cut across the grass. Like, you're getting yelled at. You're possibly fixing his grass, possibly maintaining his grass for the next 30 or 45 days while you have a reduced paycheck, depending on how serious it is. But in all seriousness, and this is a life lesson, and very few sergeants major will tell you why we don't want you to walk on the grass. Some of you may know, but it's all about taking shortcuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. There are a set of rules, and those rules in this analogy are sidewalks. We want you to walk on the sidewalks because they're hardened and they're fast. If you walk on the grass, it's soft, it's slippery, and that's where you're going to make a mistake. And if you wear a path, if you walk in that grass too often, your shortcut now becomes the mainstream, and people forget the hard and fast rule, and everybody's making a mistake. And it's the degradation of the standards, right? So that's why we don't want you to walk on the grass. Don't take shortcuts in life. Sometimes the hard road is the right road for the right reasons. So don't take shortcuts. Other people will follow you, and then all of a sudden it's just things fall apart. That's why you don't walk on the Sergeant Major's grass. That's why we get mad at you.
Cool.
Stay off the soft and slippery.
Words of wisdom right there. Words of knowledge.
Cool.
I like it.
What's up, brother? Who?
The same applies for most services too. So for example, in the Coast Guard, you don't go across the trade fields.
Mhm.
You don't, same thing. You don't cut across any sort of patch of grass of any sort, because of exactly what he just said was, you're creating shortcuts, and that's it. It goes across all services too. So not just the Sergeant Major, but it's global.
Yes.
And we set you up for failure. Don't get us wrong. Like, I know what's across the street and what's across that grass. And I will put the biggest patch of grass I can to make you walk the furthest to get to that thing. Like, I will make the most contrived way to get to the shopette where you have to walk around my grass just because you shouldn't be at the shopette.
Who? I gotta get my cigarettes, Sergeant Major. I need my cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, Mr. James Albertson, man.
What up, guys?
It's well, not it's the one and only, not the one and only, the one and only James Albertson.
Yes, that is
Welcome,
correct.
madam.
That is correct. Hey, and I need to add to Sergeant Major's rule about the grass. I got away with crossing Sergeant Major's grass one time because I low crawled across that grass.
That is acceptable because you won't fall as hard.
That's right.
You're already falling.
Yeah, I low crawled and had to kill every dandelion I came across. So
yes.
I got them cigarettes quick. All right, guys. My name's James, and I served in the Army. I was stationed in Fort Richardson, Alaska, Airborne Unit 140 Cav, part of 425. I was a forward observer for Charlie Troop. Got to see some combat. I did 15 months. Some real combat. It was pretty cool, honestly. But I got home. The whole time I was in the Army, I was healthy, fit as a fiddle, man. As soon as I got out of the Army, 3 months later, I failed the damn DOT and physical. Had some stuff going on with my urine. Man, long story short, I ended up having to get 18 months of chemo, both my hips replaced, just one health complication after the next. And while I was getting my hips replaced, I used to drive four-wheel drive trucks all over Alaska, like all the trails in Alaska when we rode them. And that was one of my joys in life. But then when my hips went bad, I couldn't pull a winch no more. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, this shit sucks. But one of my buddies in Alaska showed me one of his RC crawlers that looked just like one of my rigs. And I was like, man, this is so cool. And, I rode a little bit, maybe once a month at his house in Alaska. And I got about 4 days worth of riding in, and I fell in love with that shit. It was so cool. But then I moved back to Georgia. So when I came to Georgia, here I am. I didn't have both my hips replaced by now, so I'm at Georgia, brand new hips, bored. And my buddy Juan was telling me about these dang RC crawlers. And I said, dang, bro, I know a little bit about them, but I don't have one. So Juan invited me to 11 Charlie. And good God Almighty, man, everybody in 11 Charlie that I have met so far reminds me of my platoon mates back in Alaska. Bunch of Joes just smoking and joking, just waiting on the dang detail. And it don't matter how horrible the detail is, we hit it hard. You know what I mean? Laughing, enjoying it. And I felt that camaraderie again. I felt that connection with some buddies. We're doing these four-wheel drive RC that are just like the big rigs that I ride, and the trails and the obstacles at Badlands, man, it blew my mind. I said, goodness gracious, this is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. And then they hooked me up with one. And man, I wish I could have done a backflip. I did in my mind. They gave me a Wraith four-wheel drive. Man, this joke was bad. It's raw. And man, it was everything that I ever thought an RC rig would be, man. And man, I just fell in love with it. I thank Juan for introducing me. I've met Gabe through Juan, Javi, Sargeant Major, that crayon eater, Josh York, whatever. But dude, just the first day I met Josh, when I found out he was a forward observer also, we was able to talk shit. We was able to just blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And it's all fun and games. And, in the civilian world, you can't joke with some people. They get too butthurt and serious, So I have to not talk so much. But when I get around some vets, man, the diarrhea of the mouth comes out. And sometimes I'm ashamed. I can't control my language a lot. A couple of TBIs may have play a part in that. But I try, man. I try, you know. If you tell me in the middle of my sentence, hey, your language, I'll clean it up for a few more words or two. But I try, man. And 11 Charlie helps me try to be a better person. So that I enjoy that a lot, man. And I didn't hit the ground running, guys. I got some, you know, hobby gave me the clearance to go ahead and try to get some things in line for 11 Charlie, some sponsors, some donors. I've been fortunate in my life to meet some quite a few high profile people. And when I mean meet them, it's like we stay in communicate. I communicate with them sometimes, you know. Craig Morgan, for one. You know, I had lunch with him a couple of times in Tennessee. I got a buddy of mine that I was in the band with that knows him personally. He wants to sponsor us, you know, and he knows a couple of other country artists that want to get in on this because they love it. I took one of these rigs to Tennessee and showed it to them because they had no idea what I was talking about when I said RC trucks, you know, 4-wheel drives. They're like, whatever, until I broke one out and started driving through their flower bed with it, just climbing the rocks, you know what I mean, going through the thick grass, and their jaws hit the floor. It's like, this is what y'all do? And I said, dude, this is just scratching the surface, man. You go to these competitions, man, you go to these Badlands in Indiana, they got these trails set up, man, higher than your head. You know what I mean? It's monstrous. It's amazing. So they're all about it, man. I can't wait to get everybody involved with this stuff.
Definitely. Let's talk. We mention a little bit so people will know, so we could get to the next one. The event that we have on the 17th of October. What do we have on the 17th, Battle?
Toys for Tots. I got contacted by a Marine guy here in Griffin, Georgia. He's running the Toys for Tots golf tournament, and they wanted me to volunteer some help, you know. And I said I could probably do better. I said I could probably get you a group of guys to volunteer. So I done talked to the president of Toys for Tots and the owner of the golf club. We need 5 guys. It's we just got to do the registration booths. They're going to let us set up a booth. They're going to let us set up a tent with a table. We could do a display and raffle. Because during the tournament goes from 7 in the morning to 5 p.m. And while the players are playing, all the families and kids are hanging out around the clubhouse in the parking lot, just doing nothing, you know. So I think it'd be a great opportunity to show some people these rigs, man.
Yes, yes. Well said, James. So I'm gonna be getting in contact with some of our guys here in the Florida area, whoever wants to join us there. And then we'll travel there next Monday, guys. So one of our guys here in the panel or our veterans here that are interested in that area, let me know, guys.
Yeah, I'll try to burn through this op order real quick, kind of give y'all an outline. The mission is going to be support for Toys for Tots golf tournament, Shoal Creek Golf Club. The location is Griffin, Georgia. The date's October 17th. Time on target is going to be 0700 hours. Registration for event starts at 08. The event starts at 09. Lunch is at 12. Expected COB 1700. Task and duties for 11 Charlie. We're going to man the registration booth, beverage cart operators and distribution, roaming guards, groundkeeping. 11 Charlie would donate 1 RC crawler to the player who wins closest to pin on one of the par 3 holes. And 11 Charlie would be the trail element on X field.
Cool. That's what we got going on, guys. Toy for Tots. If you guys, we'll have more information on that as we get close to that event, guys. So thank you, James, for that info, Battle. Thank you for being part of what we do, bro.
Oh, one more thing. Check this out. I got a mortar tube, bro. You see this mortar?
Oh, heck yeah, bro. Wait. Oh.
Look, this thing here fires too. Look, let me load it.
Bro, Battle, I need to get one of those.
Oh, just see it shoot.
Hey guys, when you guys see James on our booth, go say hi to James, man. You love talking to James, bro. So that's awesome, man. Thank you, Battle. Now we'll go with let's go, Frank. I'll go with you, Battle, because I know your back hurts. Frank, if you want to say a few words, brother.
What's going on? I'm Frank Haynes. I'm a 13 Fox Ford Observer.
Yes,
James,
sir.
who What's up, man? But yeah, man, I discovered this hobby because I was kind of laid up because I blew a disc in my back working on my son's '92 Buick Roadmaster, putting a transmission in that big bastard. I mean,
There you go.
that big car.
There you
But
go.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I've always been a car guy. You know what I mean? Like and so forever, you know, my kids, they got me all the 24 scale, you know, Revell models and all that stuff, and I was putting those together and stuff, and I discovered the axial STX 24s. So I was like, what? Then Dr. Dan's is right around the corner from my house, which is, you know, kind of like a local shop here in Brevard County. There's a lot of stuff. Slash daycare, right? It's yeah, it's definitely a better place than going to hanging out the American Legion and drinking with
Right across the street
some
from the
idiots.
best donuts in town for all them Chiefs out there. That's right across the street from the best donuts in town.
Yeah, they had good donuts there. Was it Donuts for You or something like that? Isn't what it's called?
Yeah, donuts for you, man. And they make it marine simple. Donuts, the number 4, the letter U. Like even a Marine can find it.
Yeah.
They're gonna fall.
Understand that.
It's Florida simple, like many things here. It's the South, you know what I mean? Let's, you know, who are we kidding? But it's but anyways, man, it's been great. It's been allowing me to keep busy with my hands and build the little cars, my dreams. Even though right now physically I can't do that. I mean, just like James with his hips being out. You know what I mean? Like I totally relate to that. I know Charlie too. We've had many talks of this. He used to have a big old Jeep out there smashing trails. So I grew up in Arizona, and you know, we in the Saguaro National Park outside of Tucson, and I mean that's what we did, man. We went out, and now I'm here in Florida in the sand, and my back's fucking blown. My back's blown out, and you know what I mean. I'm finding myself trying to find ways to entertain myself without cursing or day drinking, and you know what I mean. And this has really done a lot for me getting out there. I mean, I love the outdoors. I love cars. Man, I like taking pictures and stuff. I mean, what's better than RCs for all that?
Yeah.
And really, I mean, I had a hobby town like stadium truck. It wasn't the Rustler. It was the Evader. I think that's what it was called. You mean 20 some years ago, and I mean that thing's. I don't even know where it is. I gave it to my son, you know, probably 10 years ago. But you know, I'm glad to be back in the hobby again. I just got inducted like a week and a half ago, and I mean, but it's been cool, man. I mean, me and Charlie, we've hung out on trail. I mean, and I mean, I'm loving the community.
Yeah,
It's good stuff.
Definitely, Frank. Well done, Frank. Well done. And you guys know Frank. You know what I'm talking about. Well done, Frank. You did okay.
I was doing my best, man. I'm sorry, but between being in the army, like I joined the army at 25 as a forward observer, like I was kind of a big brother in arms. You know what I mean? I was way too big for my britches. But it's great that I had a different chain of command, so I could tell my scouts to like shut up, and I'm doing my thing because so that allowed me to do my thing, but unfortunately I hung out with a lot of kids, and we played a lot of beer pong way past the age that I should have been playing beer pong, and my mouth has followed me there, but
No,
anyways.
you did well, Frank. I love you, brother, and I love being
man,
around.
I can't wait to go to
Prona by the Fire.
Thrown by the Fire, man. It's gonna be awesome, man. We're gonna have a good time.
Definitely, my brother. Definitely, Frank, brother. I want to welcome you, brother, to our organization. It's just amazing having these guys, man. I'm looking forward to hang out with them. Well said, Frank, man. Awesome. Let me see here, Sean. I don't know, Sean is doing something, bro. I think he's already working on his USD builds, man.
Probably.
Yeah, working on one of them anyway. Javier. But yeah, I'm a civilian. I met Javier a really long time ago through Steve O.D. That's how we actually met. And back in the day when this first started off, we were on Google Hangouts. We were just talking, throwing some ideas around. No, Javier and Daniel,
Yeah.
they actually drove around from veterans to place, just trying to find things to do. I think the Wounded Warrior in Florida was the first event you ever attended.
Right,
That was
right.
the very first event we ever went, like, and we all just chipped in, like, 3M parts for trucks to get a truck going, to get going. And it was like, coming from a war-torn country, guys, it's an honor to actually be able to do this for you guys and help out with you guys, like, you know, because I came from a country that's known for being a war-torn country. I came to America, like, nobody cared what I was doing, who I was, what I was doing. The freedoms were unbelievable. And then you realize that the freedom is actually not free. And to be a part of this is an absolute honor, guys. I couldn't think of a better way to be able to give back some of my time for you guys. Like, without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing so freely. So thank all you guys, not just in the panel, but all you guys still serving as well. So thank you very much, guys. Javier, and I always thank you for making me a part of it, brother.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you for being part of what we do, man. It's just incredible, man, to have you. It means a lot to us, brother. We cannot thank you enough on that. Let me see here. We go Nathan, then we go to Bennett.
Awesome. Well, like Sean said, a lot of way back in the day, whenever we started this, it was very small. It was trying to help anybody that we could, same as it is now. The thing that really stands out to me with all the events, all the stuff that we've done, is the impact and number one, quality of life. We've seen major improvements there. And the family atmosphere within the actual organization itself, but within the actual veterans, family structures, the outings together as families, things of that nature has just stood out to me like nothing else. Getting the families out together has been huge, and it has been a massive thing that has been a major driving force there. And a lot of it's like Sean said, the freedoms we have. I'm a civilian 100%, and I can't thank you all enough 100% of that. It's all about quality of life and helping you guys all out.
Thank you, Nathan, brother. Let me tell you something. You, Sean, all our civilians, Jesse, Matt, that's in there on the chat, all our civilians, we're missing anybody. Without you guys, we wouldn't be where we are. And we are very grateful of you guys that are always on top of your stuff and trying to help us out, make sure that we are okay, that we feel comfortable, all that stuff, Nate. It means a lot to us, brother. All of you guys. We cannot thank you enough, brother. And that's what we try to teach here in Operation 11 Charlie. Some of us it's hard to for us veterans, we can meet for the first time. It's like we met our whole life, guys. That's how it is. But sometimes it's hard for us to interact with some civilians, right? But right there, that's what we're here for in Operation 11 Charlie. We're trying to correct some stuff, make sure that they understand us and we understand that the same way, help each other out. So we really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, Nate, brother. Thank you, man. Jesse Power right there. You're all our extended family. Thank you, Jesse, right there. Jesse, David, his family, all of the guys, all our veterans are not here. All of you guys, it's all this. We're here because all of you guys, man, and hopefully we could keep doing this for many years and help more veterans and not just RC. Beyond that, we're gonna do. There's a lot of stuff coming from Operation 11 Charlie other than RC, guys.
Yep.
For that. Bennett.
Heard you call for me earlier, but I was busy putting a car together for a race we got on Friday. I'm Air Force, and it feels weird because there's more Coasties on the show tonight than there are Air Force. So like something's wrong. We got.
I think you meant to say Chair Force.
Well, you know, it's funny because I was an Army brat, so I didn't want to join the Army. So I joined the Air Force.
Ooh.
I lived on more Air Force bases and lived serving 20 years in the Coast Guard than I lived anywhere else, man.
So I was 59 Engineer Squadron, which was the only engineer squadron in the Air Force that was attached to the first CAF. So I joined the Air Force to follow the Army around. So like, I was not anywhere near a chair anywhere. Like we were the grunts out in front of the Army, like, go check that building, make sure it's clear for us to go in, make sure it's structurally sound for us to go in. So we were like the oddball Air Force. But one of the few Air Force guys that can say I have a set of spurs. I mean, most Army guys can't even say they have a set of spurs. I got Air Force and Army achievement medals. Like, so I didn't have too much of the Chair Force days, but yes, I was in the Chair Force. It was a lot of fun. Had I not got medically retired, I would have been creeping up on my 20 years in March. I would have still been in had they not pushed me out the door and said, here's a retirement, enjoy life. I actually met Javier way before Operation 11 Charlie. I was introduced to Javier by a guy named Aaron that used to run an organization called Purple Heart RC. And we actually had a group before 11 Charlie on Instagram called Combat Crawlers, which I just looked through my chat and it's still there. It's like 3.5 years since the last message that was sent in that group. I didn't become part of Operation 11 Charlie until about 2 years ago. I was a donor from almost day one. I mean, there's stickers on the very first giveaway truck that I did. Now 11 Charlie to me is I strive as hard as I can day in, day out to put a smile on everybody's face, like the smile that was on Gabriel's face when he got his truck. And that's a hard goal to achieve because there's one heck of a smile on that man's face. There's a reason why his face is on a lot of our brochures. I mean, that smile is priceless. Juan's smile was pretty close. That capper that's right there in his picture, I painted that for him. And the smile was pretty close when he got that paint job from me. And then Juan had introduced his buddy Eddie that lives here in Wyoming. And Eddie's a Transformers geek. So I made a Hound version of an RC. And it's the closest I've ever seen to the smile that Gabe had on his face when he got his truck. I wish that it wasn't just me, him and his wife were there to see that because it was pretty close. I mean, real close to Gabriel's smile. Trying to achieve those smiles day in, day out, making vets happy is definitely the biggest part that I do this for.
Thank you, Bennett, brother. We cannot thank you for your service, brother. I know this means a lot to you, my brother, and we are here for each other, battle, and that's what we're here for. We are a big family. It's just incredible, brother. We are here, people from different backgrounds, different areas, different, right? And we here all as one. We don't care where you come from. We all, but like we say in the military, we all green. Cool.
Yep.
So we love each other, man. That's what we're here for, and not just. And we cannot thank enough our family members. My wife is just been in the chat the whole time. I'm blaming Charlie because she loved those donuts, and she wants more of those donuts from out there in Titusville. So she asked me, Charlie, when we're going back to Titusville. So I gotta get some donuts.
I'm in anytime. You guys got to remember, Jay's my best bud. So anytime we want to get in early, all I got to do is talk him to come into my house. And then he comes, we pick up the donuts and we open the shop early, man. So it's all good. It's all good whenever. That's a daycare, man. The wives can even drop us off, go shopping, whatever, come back. It's all good, man.
That's it. I wish I was closer. Back in the day when they had the Hobby Town in 192, I would always, hey Charlie, Frank, I'm here. When we had that one, the Hobby Town in 192 here, that was my daycare. My wife, I gotta go buy some groceries. I gotta do this. Okay, just drop me out of Hobby Town.
And that Space Coast Hobby out there on Palm Bay Road. Remember that family that owned that place? We used to race in the parking lot.
I heard about them. I think I'm been here for 5 years, but I heard about, somebody told me about them.
I helped their kid join the Coast Guard, and then he wound up getting kicked out. Yeah, you know.
Oh my God. It is.
That was all the way back when I was on active duty.
Wow, brother. Man, what else, guys? I think we're past our time, guys. So we need we already said our goodbyes in a way, guys, because it's already past. It's 10:33, and we gotta do something real quick for the guys. Sargeant Major got something planned for you guys before there's PTs tomorrow for him. So
yes, there is.
yes. So guys, we're gonna start saying our goodbyes. Nate, do we
yes, Mr. Bill Riddle next week.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome, guys.
It'll be an awesome show. For those of you who don't know who Bill Riddle is, if you've been to Axial Fest or any of those things, you've been on his trails, you probably met him and didn't know it. But definitely a big impact in the hobby and somebody great to listen to. So he will be next week.
Awesome.
And the only thing you can't talk about with Mr. Riddle is parking curbs. Don't bring up parking curbs. Don't do it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to hang out with Mr. Riddle, man. You guys haven't seen those horses, and are better seen it, especially the ones that are going to Axial Fest. So that's the guys from Recon G6, Bill Riddle, Mr. Mike Dooley, a fellow veteran, Operation 11 Charlie veteran right there, man. That's awesome. Real quick before we head out, that Christopher Hill has something Jeremy did for me, because he always taking care of other first. Is either on purpose or in it. I can't read, guys. Inadvertently introduced me to the world of RC, which helped me as an outlet when we got back right there. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's right there. So he was in he's in the military as well.
Yes, Chris deployed with me. He came over on my mob. We stole him out of Michigan. He deployed. He spent some time in Maryland. He moved back to Michigan. He just celebrated his 1-year wedding anniversary this week. So
awesome.
Congrats,
Christopher.
Congrats.
Congrats, Christopher. Thank you for your service. Anybody in the chat, thank you for your service. Family members, thank you so much for your guys' services. I think that's it, guys. Again, we already say our goodbyes, past the time. Thank you for next week, Mr. Bill Riddle. Looking forward to that, guys. Anything else that we forgot to mention, Nate?
Not at all. I think the only thing is if you can make it to Hall and Crawl, Georgia Rock Zombies event. I hear that is fantastic.
Yes.
And I think that's about it.
And
and of course, Proline by the Fire. Yeah.
Proline by the Fire will be there. We have some of our guys there. Also, guys, prayer for our families, our friends here in Florida. We this past week hasn't been easy for us, but prayers for those guys that lost family members, the people that still struggling here in Florida. Prayers for you guys. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next Monday. Be safe, guys.
Be safe.